Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. So I just went through practicing creating rules with my daughter Mia through Responsive Classroom just to um, get ready to make my anchor charts for the rules. So I went through and made many anchor charts just to see how it would go. And I did it with Mia so that it could be democratic. So the rules that you're going to see aren't the rules that are actually going to be from my classroom. My classroom rules or hows will be generated from my students. So this art kit that I got from Michaels was $5.99, and then teachers also get a discount. So don't forget to take your teacher equipment in or your teacher badge in with you so that you can get that discount from Michaels. But anyways, this is what I'm going to be making my anchor charts with this year. I've always made super boring anchor charts, just words, but this year I'm going to I'm going to put in a great effort to make better anchor charts. So, with Responsive Classroom, it's democratic, your rules are democratically done. So, the first thing that you want to ask the students is, well, why do we come to school? And so Mia and I, we sat down and we came up with 10 reasons why we come to school. A few things to notice on this anchor chart is, number one, the alternating colors. Responsive Classroom says that this actually helps bring the eyes into your charts. So I have alternating colors, then I'm bordering and framing what I want to say. Why do we come to school? And then you let your kids think for a minute. At this point, you may not have taught the turn and talk strategy. So at this point, I would just have the kids think for a minute and do a Kagan strategy rather than I guess turn and talk is Kagan as well. But I'd rather do a think strategy and then solicit answers. So these are some of the reasons why Mia and I believe why we go to school. Okay, guys, so we've came up with a great list of why we go to school. Now let's think of, with all of these things we have to get done, how can we make sure that we can get these things done? And again, none of this is pre-filled. The only thing that's done when you go to school is your borders. Okay, so all of this information is filled in by your students. So you solicit answers. You think again, how can we get these done? Well, we need good teachers to learn. We need to be safe. One thing to notice from this is that it is kept positive. So being nice, well, don't be mean is what Mia said. Okay, Mia, well, what is don't be mean? What can we do to not be mean? Well, we can be nice and we can keep our hands to ourselves. Okay, so as they give you the answers, you go ahead and you jot down what they're saying. And I keep it short. I keep it to 10. Okay? Okay, so now that we've got the why, which is now on your wall, and the how, which is not quite on your wall, wherever you put your working anchor charts is where the how is at this point. Okay, we've got the why and the how. Now let's think for a minute. I've been able to come up with 3 rules, guys, and tell me what you think about this. We can be respectful. We can be responsible. And we can be ready. Again, when you get to school, the only thing that is on your charts is your anchor chart itself. And then you go back and then you say, now let's look at the how. Let's see if everything that we want falls into one of these 3 categories. Good teachers, is that being responsible, being respectful, or being ready? Well, it's being ready, Miss Freeman, because if the teachers are good, then we know that we're ready to learn. And, and then we take it all the way back to the why. if we're being safe, what is that? We're being responsible because, and then you let them give their answers and then you go all the way through. And it's okay, even if some of them fall into all three of the categories. Okay, and then you write their answers. Notice again the alternating colors. However, notice that it's the same colors. That's going to be, I'm sorry, but I ran out of markers. Yes, I'm a teacher at home and I ran out of markers. But you want these colors to be the same color as your 3 rules will be. Okay, so you go through, you solicit answers from all the students. Of course, try not to pick just, the one same student, and pick the student that may not have their hand up. I do. Okay, especially in the beginning of class. We're here and we're building that relationship and let them know that they are safe with their answers in your class, right? So nurture that relationship early on. Anyways, okay, so we've got all that done. Now this can go up on your wall. All right, now you need a spot for your 3 anchor charts to go up. And at this point, I'm walking around with sticky notes. And I give everyone one sticky note. And I say, with our 3 rules, thinking about why we come to school and how we can get those things done. What can you personally do within our 3 rules to make sure that our classroom runs efficiently? When you're ready, go ahead and write it on your sticky note and put it under the rule that you're addressing. So Mia decided that she can be responsible by being careful with her glue. And then I also have them write their name on their sticky note. And then, of course, you want to give them examples, because Mia's first example was actually she wanted to be careful with her materials. So that was my fault for not going back and saying, now let's get specific. So I might actually, I don't want to make one that says specific because I want the students to get specific. But some point in between how and soliciting individual answers, I'm going to have to give them some very specific details on how these relate without giving too many so that they can come up with their own ideas. So this is how to create rules with Responsive Classroom. If you have any questions, let me know. Until next time.